And just do a little like filming inception. As you can see, I'm filming on my phone, so quality might not be as up to par, but I just missed it. I just missed it. So you're just gonna have to deal. You're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm in Ireland, and do I regret not bringing some type of little camera? Yes. Is there anything I can do about it? Not really. So this is what I'm working with here. So yeah, I've been here, I think today is the 22nd, and yeah, so I've been here for 22 days, and it's been quite the ride, quite the ride. I've gotten so much done. Oh, get out of here, email. Does anybody else get like so many emails from fucking Credo? I hate it. I'm gonna start this out with like what I've been loving, and you know, they're not even like makeup things to start out, but like bars. I'm just gonna use the packaging. The first one is this solid shampoo, you see. And it's by Kitsch, which I found out via Instagram, like what this brand was. And I saw that their shampoo thing was on, I got this on Amazon. I got this at the JFK airport, actually. I saw like a Kiehl's store, and I was like, but okay, I'll start with this one. Actually, this is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Hydrating Concentrated Cleansing Bar. I use this like in the liquid form, and I have to say this works just as well, and it's absolutely amazing. Uses far less plastic, and it's lasting me a long time. Like I haven't even made like a dent in the bar. And this one is the Kitsch solid shampoo, and this is like the rice protein. Apparently it's color safe, pH balanced, and vegan, and I have to say that this really cleans my hair really well, and I'm kind of a shampoo snap. I don't know, but I really like this, and it's been working really well. But yeah, these two things, if you're traveling, yeah, that absolutely amazing. I'll start on my makeup because I have bought a few new things. I'm just gonna go in with my Hollywood Flawless Filter. I have this in the shade 2, and then I'm going to just dab a little bit of my very little remaining Kosas Revealer Concealer in the shade 3W, because this matches my skin the best right now. Blending that in with my very dirty sponge. I should have brought more than one sponge. I don't know what I was thinking. But as you can see, just some regular schmegular, what you've seen me do before. But I do have a new concealer to share. I don't think it's very new to the market at all, actually. But it's new to me, and it was a total impulse buy. Stick my mirror over here. It was a total impulse buy, but I don't regret it at all. It is a little more full coverage than what I'm used to, and the color is definitely too light for me, but this is the Dior Forever Skin Correct, and this is in the shade 0N. I don't know, the shades in this are kind of weird, or at least like the selection at the store. I don't know if you could get more online. You probably can. I never really like looked into it. But this concealer is absolutely amazing. But I normally, like if I was buying online, I probably would have grabbed like 1N or like 2N, like, I don't know, like it just seems like these concealer shades run kind of pink. So when I was in the store, I was like, I feel like I'd rather be too light with my concealer than too dark. So I grabbed 0N because when I put 1 and 2N on my hand as like a swatch, and like, look at that, she's awake. They pulled incredibly pink on me, and this one didn't so much. And I was like, you know, I don't have any brightening concealers. So I picked up the lighter shade, and I'm pretty happy about it. It covers up my blemishes, like it blends in with other products really well. I wouldn't recommend using like your fingers or a brush with this unless you want like maximum coverage. That could potentially go a little cakey, but other than that, that's the only complaint I have with it. Like I just make sure that my face is adequately like primed and moisturized before I use it, because I feel like since it is such full coverage, that it could go like, you know, a little cakey throughout the day or like a little dry looking. But other than that, I have no complaints, no regrets. And I really, really like it. Yeah. I also spilled something on me, but you can't see because it's down here. Next, I'm bronzing with my itty bitty little baby Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer in the shade Luminous Bronze Light. I use it all the time. You'd think I'd remember the name, you know what I mean? But I just can't. If it's more than 3 words long, I'm like, you know. Oh, something I also wish I did was bring like my smaller blush brush, because this is so fluffy and big and takes up so much room. I don't know what I was thinking. I just love this brush so much is all. I mean, I know what I was thinking. I was like, I love this brush. And it's the Sephora 50 Pro Powder. I think it's meant for just like all over face powder, but I love to use it for bronzer because I feel like it like cuts the time of blending it out in half. But it's not too big. I only say that because of this other makeup item that I purchased. So this is let's do this. Let's cover her. This is the Chanel Spring Collection blush and eye palette. It's very beautiful. It's very beautiful. When I saw this online and people reviewing it the first time and stuff, I was kind of unimpressed with what I was seeing. Like, I was just like, oh yeah, it's like kind of like, you know, kind of springy neutral. When I get home, when I get back to the States, I'll do like a proper video where I swatch it, where you can really see like the colors and, you know, like the kind of like very subtle nuances to the shades. But it's very beautiful. And like when I went into the store and I like was actually like present with the product, I was like, oh, that's really beautiful. And I'm not really a person that buys any sort of like limited edition like collection type of thing, because like I want to be able to repurchase or like recommend things that are readily available, because I am such like a creature of habit. And so like when I really love something, I'm constantly like, I'm using that, you know what I mean? So I don't know, I just it was a very impulse, and I also don't regret it. I don't regret anything that I've bought so far, like on my trip, like makeup wise. But I'm just gonna go in with like the brown, like all of these, because this one is super highlighty. It's not glittery, but it just has like a glow to it. So I like to pop that like in a different area. So I'm just gonna do that, you know? But I was really, really surprised by how much I loved this. Like as soon as I swatched it, I was like, oh, those are really like subtle. And then like I kind of sat with it a little bit and I was like, okay, those are really, really beautiful. And they seem like they like make the skin, like at least from like how I had it on the back of my hand. And the person at the Chanel counter here in Galway, they were really funny. Like she was so much fun to like swatch things with and like talk about products with. Like she was so much fun. But anyways, yeah, I was actually really surprised by how much I loved this kind of purpley mauve-y shade, because I normally don't like those, but when I like, here, I'll try and swatch it. When I put it on the back of my hand, it pulled so like kind of brown almost, and that's like my favorite color of makeup to wear. And I think if I can remember correctly, like I think like kind of mauve-y, plummy or whatever like looks the best on like kind of olive undertoned people, because it like pulls more of like the brown. I don't know, I could be totally wrong about that, but at least on me it pulls like way more brown than purple, which is fine by me. Next I'm gonna take that kind of shimmery shade and I'll do another swatch on my hand here so you can see just like the difference. I'll get better footage of this later. But I'm just gonna take that kind of higher up a little bit. And since this is like an eye and cheek palette, I mean, I don't really see like the difference. I don't know why it has to be marketed that way. I'm just gonna pinch my brush and kind of go through the 3 again. I love all 3 of them mixed. Like they're beautiful on their own, but all 3 mixed are super, super lovely. And then just take that kind of more up here. I don't know, I have this huge beautiful mirror and I'm like using my viewfinder. God, I like the reflection of my camera. But yeah, super quick, super beautiful. I love this so much. I am ass at French pronunciation. I can read it and understand most of it pretty well because I did take a lot of French in college. But like my conversational French and like pronunciation is absolute garbage. So I'm, it's like les four rouges you et jou. And this is the lighter one, the 957 Tendresse. Help. But beautiful collection. The darker palette with the palette with the darker shades is absolutely stunning too. But this one, you know, if you've been watching me, you know that this is my jam, like kind of like warm toned, beigey, yummy. So good. Next thing I picked up was also from Chanel. There's a lot of Chanel in this video. I kind of went a little crazy. But this is the Baume Essentiel multi-stick. And I think this is in the spring collection as well. Am I focused? Yeah. I think this is in the spring collection as well. So this is a limited edition shade. I believe. I was originally looking for like the regular, like kind of transparent, glossy Baume stick because I heard so many good things about it and I always wanted to like at least swatch it and like feel the texture because I'm the kind of person like if I can feel something, especially if it's like a balmy product, I'll know if I'll like it on my skin. And the second she put it on my skin, I was like, oh, I'm buying that. But unfortunately, everything was sold out except for the limited edition one, which is called Rouge Frais? Rouge Frais? I don't know. F-R-A-I-S. French is hard, dude. But this is absolutely stunning. Let me... Actually, I'll do it on my left hand. Or my right hand. Who? So that's what it looks like before it's blended out. And it's this beautiful, like... I don't even know how to describe this color, but it's absolutely stunning. But let me just like blend it out. You can blend this out with your like fingers, but it just, you can't really see it like in the camera here, but in like real life in the mirror, I can see it. It just gives you like this beautiful, like kind of tint of pink, but it's still like highlighty and gorgeous. And you can really like build this up so that it's more blushy or more like highlight-esque, but it's just an absolutely stunning product and it layers over top of these powders like immaculately. So I'm just gonna kind of put it on my sponge here and take it more so and like look at what that did. Obsessed. I am obsessed. I love this so much. This isn't something that I would see like, you know, on like Nordstrom or anything like that. Like it's not something, and it's very balmy. It's very balmy, just so you know. This isn't something that I would see on like Nordstrom or anything like that, or I don't know, like Violet Grey or whatever, and be like, oh, I need that, you know what I mean? But like seeing it in person, I'm like, whoa, I need it so much. But look at just like the life that just gave my skin. It's absolutely stunning. It wears like a really long time. It's incredible. And not gonna lie, I still want the clear one now because of this. Like, so pretty. It's so pretty. This is, it's so beautiful. I love me like a pinky balmy blush highlight hybrid thing. And like you can see now that the light is kind of changing outside, you can see like the tone of it because it's not transparent. It does have that pinky hue. I think there was like kind of more of like a pinky champagne one other than the translucent one that I think that was the one I really wanted to buy, but yeah, they were all sold out except for the very pinky one, and I'm not sad. Like that looks very good. Okay, nothing new for the eyes here. I'm just gonna take the topper from my Tom Ford Cream and Powder Duo, since I do have a little bit of that like blush palette on my eyes there, a little bit of dimension. But yeah, this is in Golden Peach, which I do believe is discontinued, unfortunately. But yeah, it's still the best for just like that easy, quick, you know. And then I finished my Victoria Beckham Beauty, get out of here text message. Okay, I did finish my, okay, Instagram, fucking hate filming on my phone. I did finish my Victoria Beckham Beauty mascara, and I opened up the new tube of the Tower 28 mascara that I brought along, and I love it. I'm gonna do this eye while this eye stops burning from when I literally stabbed myself. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, with inflation, and man, I am doing a shit job right now. It's so messy. With inflation and like prices and everything, like I think I'm gonna start buying maybe this a little bit more than the Victoria Beckham Beauty, or like, I don't know, maybe just like try a different mascara, because the Victoria Beckham Beauty mascara is just, it's pretty expensive. And honestly, like if I'm not buying it at Violet Grey, I have to buy it via Victoria Beckham website. And where I live on the West Coast of the United States, honestly, it takes like over 2 weeks to get it to me. Like anytime I've ordered from Victoria Beckham Beauty, it's taken like a long time to get the products to me. And it's just, I don't know, it's like the weirdest thing. I've never really had that experience with, you know, getting things shipped to me, because I feel like most things come from California anymore. So going up to Oregon, it's usually pretty fast. So I guess I'm kind of spoiled in that way. But anyways, I don't know. And the Victoria Beckham Beauty is still like my favorite mascara, but I feel like with the price of makeup going up and like something is like temporary in your collection as mascara, and it's like, you know, lack of lifespan, like I can justify spending the money on the Tower 28 because I do love it so much. Even though it does have a very short shelf life, I can sort of justify that money a little bit more. I'm interested in trying the new Tarte tubing mascara, and I actually want to try the whatchamacallit, the Hourglass tubing mascara, because remember that one time I thought I bought it but I didn't, and I was like, this isn't a tubing mascara, I don't know what people are talking about, but I just bought the wrong one. I actually want to try the tubing one. Anyway, so yeah, nothing new for the eyes here. And for lips, I grabbed my NYX lip pencil in the shade Nude Beige. And this has kind of been my go-to because it's so like cool leaning neutral almost. And it just like sculpts the lips very effortlessly, very easily, without like drawing too much attention or like clashing with any type of like lip product that I put over it, you know? Final Chanel product though is this little puppy here. This is the Rouge Coco Baume in the shade Natural Charm, and that's number 914. It's a really beautiful, like warm leaning tinted lip balm, kind of like you know, a warm nudie color. Not the most hydrating. Like I feel like balm for Chanel is just implying like sheer with their lips. I don't know. But without any type of like lip product, or not lip product, but like chapstick or like lip treatment under it, I do find that this can be a little drying, which is kind of weird for something that's marketed as like, you know, like a sheer lip balm. Man, I am really washed out because of this rain. But the color is really beautiful, and because it actually isn't that like balmy or like moisturizing, I do find that it does last color-wise a lot longer than other like balm lipstick formulas. And that's why I haven't like written it off as like a failed like product because it does last so long on the lips for being like sheer and like balmy. I'm like looking in my mirror now, but it's just, it looks so good. It's like the perfect like flush of like warm tint to your lips. Yeah, it's just, I just have like the First Aid Beauty like lip therapy chapstick on underneath it, like before I started filming, and that allows it to kind of lock in moisture and, you know, not be so dry or like tug on my lips at all. I don't know. It's pretty mid. It's pretty mid. Probably not worth the price. I wouldn't really recommend, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say that I don't recommend it because I really do like it, but I do prefer the NARS Afterglow lip balm a lot more. Because if anything, I think this is like a drier version of the Gucci lipsticks that are sheer, which I'm not going to pretend I know how to pronounce the name because it's in French as well. But the shade Catch and Sand, that's what I'm referring to. Yep, that's it. That's it. That's what I've been trying since I've been away from home. And I miss filming, and I've been trying to do like shorts and stuff, and I don't know. It's just not really my jam. You know what I mean? I really miss talking, and I miss like, you know, having people watch what I have to say if they care. My phone keeps falling. But yeah, big win. Big win. This is okay. This is great. What else is new? Nothing. All right. Well, that's all I have to talk about. And I'm going to go eat some lunch now. And maybe read a book because it's raining and I just don't feel like getting wet today. Because it's been raining every day since I've got here. Okay, bye.